Yeah, what up YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at you with another one, man. So in this one, we are replacing the shitty $9 cassette adapter, which I thought I could get away with, but to be honest, the quality just sucks. So we're getting rid of that, and we are installing the Isimple Dual Link, which we were able to salvage from the Squaltima. So we are about to install that. So first and foremost, we're just gonna get right into it. So what you want to do is get yourself a nice plastic prying tool, and you're gonna have to start prying off the panel. So I already started by prying off this little plastic bezel here. Now I've seen you know, some people will take this right off. I'm just gonna slide it off to the side so we can access our two screws from the bottom here. So what I'm gonna do is put down the camera, and there's quite a few things that have to come off here, so we're just gonna get started. All right, so we got a couple tools. I got a little plastic prying tool, a flathead screwdriver, and what is this, a Phillips. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and start removing the screws. Now like I say, there's a couple panels that are gonna have to come off here. This is quite a big job compared to what I had to do for the Altima, so I'm just gonna shut up and get into it, man. So I'm gonna just put that back there for now. Next up, you're gonna open up the glove box, and you're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, which are gonna have to come out. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those right now. Latch is gonna come off with the 2 middle screws. And once those screws come out, the glove box should just pop out. Also gonna have a couple on the bottom here, which I probably should have removed first, but let's see if we can find them. Yeah, definitely down there. Okay, so there was 2 screws on the bottom, one on this side. Had to pull down this panel and then pull off this plastic piece here, and there was a screw just inside there. So make sure you remove those, and then your whole glove box is gonna flop down like this. I'm probably gonna unplug some of these wires, and then we gotta start pulling on these side panels here and getting them off. All right, so next up what you wanna do is remove one of these screws from back here. That's going to attach this plastic trim here to the side. So we're going to go ahead and remove that. Alright, so go ahead and remove a couple more screws from under here. Definitely not like working on a Nissan. So what you're going to want to do now is start pulling apart this piece right here, this whole trim piece. So I'm going to put the camera down and do that now. See if I can get an angle. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Okay. Woo! Alright, so once you have this pulled off, go ahead and disconnect any wires that you see here. Alrighty, and now you're gonna have to remove the clock. So you're gonna have so for removing the clock, you're gonna have 2 screws right here, and then you're gonna have access to the back release of the radio. Once you have your clock out of the way, you're gonna see 1 screw there, so go ahead and remove that. Okay, next up, what you're gonna wanna do is come over here and remove this panel here. It should just clip on. You might have to open up the door here to release it. So we're just gonna have to pull it down enough so that we can remove the screw that is holding on this side plastic panel. So I'm gonna go ahead and locate that now and remove it. All right, so you're gonna have one right there and then one right back there. Right here where my finger is. Might not be able to see it because of the light. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, remove those, pull off this panel, and we should be ready to remove this beast of a radio. And once you have your screws out, this side panel should just pop out with a couple of clips there. And we should be good to pull out this radio. Okay, so the moment of truth, all this stuff removed just to pull out this head unit. So once we get here, pull straight out, and from my understanding, it should just be straight out and down. Okay, so that was an absolute friggin' nightmare. I ended up having to pull the wires off of here just so I could slide this around enough to get the radio out, but we do have it out. So what we're gonna do basically is there's just a couple of connectors here. It's all pretty much plug and play. So yeah, you're just gonna unplug the appropriate wire and plug in the one that you want in, and then we're just gonna go ahead, find somewhere down there to put our actual device. And when it's all said and done, I'm gonna let you guys know, do a little clip of how it sounds. For the meantime, I have to pull out this DVD glove box. The top's kind of popping off, so I want to glue that down while I'm here and have everything out. But for the meantime, we are gonna get this radio installed, and I'm gonna let you guys know you know, how it sounds. All right, so we just plugged everything in. It's making a little bit of noise, like it did when I worked on the Altima. So I'm gonna just let this thing, okay, so I'm gonna let it just do its thing. I have to stick this little device somewhere, so I'm thinking somewhere down in the bottom. I'm gonna slip it there, run my auxiliary cord around, and start putting everything back together as much as I can until I get to this piece. And this, I think, we're gonna, yeah, this just should just pop out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I say, I'll let you guys know how it sounds when I get there. All right, so last but not least, make sure that everything works. Mine does. We are on XM satellite, which really isn't. I'm just playing one of my Denali beats. So basically everything went off without a hitch. It was kind of a big job, so I was a little bit, you know, I didn't really want to get into it right away, but I mean, the car's apart right now. What I do have to do, I took off this bezel. I have to glue down a piece here that was kind of popping up. Some of you guys may have noticed in my previous videos. So I believe I can put everything else back together for the time being. So hopefully this install video was helpful for you guys. It was kind of me just going along and showing you as I figured it out. So, you know, sorry if everything wasn't, you know, I don't know how the editing's gonna go, so if it was a little bit sketchy in some parts, my apologies. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. As far as putting everything back together, it's gonna be, you know, as it came apart. Just play the video back in reverse order, I suppose. But for me, I have a little bit of work to do on that panel, so I'm gonna sign out right now and put an end to this video. So once again, thank y'all for watching, and that's it, man. I'm gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one. Peace.